Let us continue the numericals that we were solving yesterday. So, today's first question: a sound wave of amplitude 10 centimeter. A sound wave of amplitude 10 centimeter and frequency 1000 hertz. Frequency 1000 hertz is traveling with a velocity of 300 meter per second. Velocity is 300 meter per second. Calculate the displacement of the particle. Displacement of a particle means what? Y is equal to what? Displacement of a particle at a distance of 3 centimeter. The particle is at a distance of 3 centimeter, means x is equal to 3 centimeter from the origin after 1.001 second. Its time is 1.001 second. So this is your complete data. Before we start solving, check the data, check for the system. This is 10 centimeter, that is 10 raised to minus 1 meter. This is meter per second. This is 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. Yesterday we had solved same type of question. So what you are going to do? Y is equal to a sine 2 pi t by t minus x by lambda. Right? Put all the values here. A is given, small t is given, capital T is reciprocal of the frequency. Lambda, first you'll find out using lambda is equal to V by N. V is there, N is there, and X is also given. It is 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. So put the values, calculate it. I think the sign of the angle can be a problem for you. So I'll solve it here. This is equal to 10 raised to minus 1 sine 2 pi t by t is 1 by n minus x by lambda is 300 upon n is 1000. So this is 3 by 10. 3 by 10. Correct? This will be equal to 10 raised to minus 1 sine 2 pi. This multiplication is 1001 minus 3 gets cancelled. 10 into 10 raised to minus 2, that is 10 raised to minus 1, or you can say 1 by 10. Chalega aise? Now bring this 2 pi inside. So this will become 10 raised to minus 1 sine into bracket 2 pi into 1001 minus 2 pi by 10. 2 ones are 2 fives are. You have to find the sine of this angle. You know that sine of n into 2 pi, n into 2 pi minus theta, n into 2 pi minus theta is minus sine theta. Trigonometry, sine of n into 2 pi minus theta is minus sine theta. So the sine of n into 2 pi minus theta will be minus sine of theta. So this will be 10 raised to minus 1 sine of, or you can say minus sine of pi by 5. Pi by 5. that is 36 degree. So you will see the sign of 36 degree from your log table and multiply it with 10 raised to minus 1. And of course, there is negative sign over there. So your answer will be minus 5.878 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. That will be your answer. The next question. Two sound waves of wavelength 1 meter and 1.01 meter. There are two sound waves and their wavelengths are given. They produce 6 beats in 2 seconds. As their wavelengths are different, means their frequencies will be different. And as their frequencies are slightly different, they are producing beats. And how many beats they are producing? 6 beats in 2 seconds. Find the velocity of sound in air. You have to find the velocity of sound. So, in your data, wavelength of the first wave is 1 meter. Wavelength of the second wave is 1.01 meter. They produce 6 beats in 2 seconds. So N1 minus N2 or N2 minus N1 will be equal to 6 by 2, that is 3. We don't know whether N1 is greater or N2 is greater. So for your board level, while you are writing for board, because in board you have got marks for the steps, you write it this way: N1 minus N2 or N2 minus N1. This symbol means either N1 minus N2 or N2 minus N1 is 6 by 2, that is 3 hertz. And we have to find the velocity of sound. Correct? First thing is to decide whether it is N1 minus N2 or N2 minus N1. How you are going to decide it? N is inversely proportional to lambda, isn't it? N is equal to V by lambda, means N is inversely proportional to lambda. So if lambda 1 is greater, N1 will be small. If lambda 1 is smaller, N1 will be large. So here, which one is greater? Lambda 2 is greater. So lambda 1 is less than lambda 2. Therefore, N1 will be greater than N2. Inverse proportion. Lambda 1 is smaller, so N1 will be greater. Therefore, this equation will be N1 minus N2 is equal to 3. Correct? In place of N1, we can write V by lambda 1 minus V by lambda 2 is equal to 3. Take V common. V हमको find करना है. 1 upon lambda 1 minus 1 upon lambda 2 is equal to 3. V into bracket 1 upon lambda 1 is 1 minus 1 upon 1.01 is equal to 3. Is it correct? Now you have to subtract this. 1.01 minus 1, that is 0.01. So it is V into bracket 1.01 minus 1, that is 0.01 upon 1.01 is equal to 3. Shift the terms now. So V will be equal to 3 into 1.01 upon 0.01. That is equal to 3 ones are 3, 0, 3 ones are 3. Decimal is here upon 0.01. Shift 2 decimals. So this will become 303 meter per second. So the velocity of sound will be 303 meter per second. So coming to the next question. Wavelength of two sound waves in air are, दो wavelengths दिए हैं, They produce 9 beats per second. Number of beats is 9. Calculate the velocity of sound in air. Now you pause the video and solve this question. It is same as we solved just now, only the values have changed. So after calculation, your answer should come out to 369 meter per second. The next question. Two sound waves have wavelengths. The two wavelengths are given. Each wave produces 4 beats per second with a third note. This question is a little different. Okay, what it says, lambda 1 is equal to 85 upon 172 meter. Lambda 2 is equal to 85 upon 170 meter. Each wave produces 4 beats per second with a third note. Means this wave produces 4 beats with third note, means N3. If this is N1, this is N2. This produces 4 beats with N3. And this also produces 4 beats with N3, means N1 minus N3 or N3 minus N1 is 4 Hertz. Similarly, N2 minus N3 or N3 minus N2 is also 4 Hertz. Each wave produces 4 beats per second with a third note. This wave produces 4 beats with the third note. This wave also produces 4 beats with the third note. So N1 minus N3 or N3 minus N1, and N2 minus N3 or N3 minus N2 is 4. Calculate the velocity of sound in air and the frequency of the third note. N3 is equal to what? As we did in the previous questions, first we'll decide which frequency is more. N is inversely proportional to lambda. Lambda 1 and lambda 2 compare. Which one is greater? Okay, 85, 85. Numerators are same, 85. Denominators, बड़ा denominator मतलब छोटी value, कम denominator मतलब ज़्यादा value, means N2 is lambda 2 is greater than lambda 1. So lambda 2 is greater than lambda 1. As lambda 2 is greater than lambda 1, therefore N2 is less than N1. So N2 is less than N1. Now both of these two notes produce 4 beats per second with the third note. दोनों कितने बीट्स तैयार कर रहे हैं? 4 बीट्स. किसके साथ? N3 के साथ. Obviously N3 दोनों के बीच में होना चाहिए, isn't it? तभी तो दोनों के साथ 4 बीट्स तैयार होंगे. अगर N3 यहां पर है, सपोज N1 से बड़ा है अगर N3, तो इन दोनों के तो 4 बीट्स हो जाएंगे, लेकिन इन दोनों के 4 बीट्स नहीं होंगे. सिमिलरली अगर N3 इधर है, if it is smaller than N2, तो इन दोनों का डिफरेंस 4 हो सकता है, लेकिन फिर इन दोनों का डिफरेंस 4 नहीं होगा. So this clearly means that N3 will be in between N2 and N1. So N2 is less than N3 is less than N1. Now it can produce 4 beats with this and 4 beats with this. So N3 is in between the two. Therefore, N1 minus N3 is equal to 4 because N1 is greater, and N3 minus N2 is also equal to 4. This means that N1 minus N2 is equal to 8. Getting the point? So N1 minus N2 is equal to 8. Now as usual, you'll put the values here. V upon lambda 1 minus V upon lambda 2 is equal to 8. V common. 1 upon lambda 1 is 85 upon 172 minus 1 upon lambda 2 is 85 upon 170 is equal to 8. So denominators are same. So V into bracket, common denominator 85, 172 minus 170, that is 2, is equal to 8. So V will be equal to 8 into 85 upon 2. 2 ones are 2 fours are 4 fives are 20, carry 2, 4 eights are 32 plus 2, 34 meter per second. So you got the first value. The velocity of sound, velocity is 340 meter per second. And from that, you can find either N1 or N2. V का यूज करके या तो N1 फाइंड करो या N2 फाइंड करो. सपोज N1 फाइंड करते हैं हम. V by lambda 1 is equal to 340 by lambda 1 is 85 upon 172. So you'll get the value of N1. N1 मिलने के बाद क्या करेंगे? N1 से N3 छोटा है. कितना छोटा है? 4. So whatever comes the value of N1, उससे 4 less will be the value of N3. So you'll get the second answer also. So your answers will be velocity 340 meter per second, as we found now here, and N3 is 684 hertz. 684 hertz. Have a look at it. The next question. Two tuning forks of frequencies 340 hertz and 360 hertz. Okay. Their frequencies are given. They produce sound waves of wavelengths differing by 6 centimeter. Means either lambda 1 minus lambda 2 or lambda 2 minus lambda 1 is 6 centimeter. Find the velocity of sound in the medium. I think you should be able to solve this question. So pause your video, solve it. And your answer should come out to 367.2 meter per second. Coming to the next question. Sound waves produced by two vibrators have the same wavelengths in two different gases. दो अलग-अलग sound waves हैं. Their frequencies are different, but in two different gases, their wavelengths are same. Means lambda 1 is equal to lambda 2. Their velocities are given 420 and 400. When sounded together, they produce 8 beats per second. Means N1 minus N2 or N2 minus N1 is equal to 8 hertz. Find the frequencies of the two notes and the wavelengths. So you can start with lambda 1 is equal to lambda 2. In place of lambda 1, we can write V1 upon N1 and here V2 upon N2. From this, you will decide whether N1 is greater and N2 or N2 is greater. And then you can solve it as per your usual method. So solve it. And check what is the answer. Your answer should be 160 hertz N2, 168 hertz N1, and lambda 1 is equal to lambda 2 is equal to 2.5 meter. The next question. A set of 8 tuning forks is arranged in a series of ascending order of frequencies, increasing order. So there are 8 tuning forks. सबसे पहले सबसे कम फ्रीक्वेंसी वाला ट्यूनिंग फोर्क रखा है, उसके बाद उससे ज्यादा फ्रीक्वेंसी वाला, फिर उससे ज्यादा फ्रीक्वेंसी वाला. They are arranged in the increasing order of frequencies. If each fork gives 4 beats per second with the preceding one, हर 2 ट्यूनिंग फोर्क के बीच में फ्रीक्वेंसी डिफरेंस कितना है? 4 हर्ट्ज. It gives 4 beats per second with the preceding one. Okay. And the frequency of the last fork is an octave of the first. So first we shall write down the data. Suppose number of tuning forks you denote by P. P is equal to 8. Number of tuning forks is 8. Arranged in ascending order of frequencies. Means increasing order of frequencies. If each fork gives 4 beats per second, means the difference between the frequencies is 4 hertz. And the frequency of the last fork means which one? 8th fork, is an octave of the first. Octave का मतलब 8 times नहीं होता. In music, octave means double frequency. Octave means what? Double frequency. Because संगीत में जो 7 सुर होते हैं, सारे गमा, तो पहला सुर उसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी होती है 256 हर्ट्ज, और जो 8वां सा आएगा, सारे गमा पधनी सा, जो 8वां सा आएगा उसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी होगी 512 हर्ट्ज. 256 512 मींस डबल द फ्रीक्वेंसी. 8वें सुर की फ्रीक्वेंसी पहले से क्या होती है? डबल होती है 8th सुर. Therefore, in music, in frequency, octave means double the frequency. So frequency of the last fork means N8 is octave of the first, means double of the first frequency. Find the frequencies of the first fork, the last fork, and the 6th fork. That is your question. Now, the difference between any two frequencies is 4 hertz. Means N2, frequency of the second fork, is N1 plus 4, because they are arranged in increasing order of frequencies. So N2 is N1 plus 4. What will be N3 equal to? N1 plus 8, isn't it? Means N1 plus 2 into 4. So N3 will be N1 plus 2 into 4, 8. N4 will be N1 plus how much? 12. 4 का difference है. So N2 is N1 plus 4. N3 is N1 plus 8. N4 will be N1 plus 12. That is 3 into 4. So from this, you can say that NP, frequency of the pth fork, P-व्या नंबरच्या फोर्कची frequency, NP, frequency of the pth fork, will be equal to N1 plus N4 क्या था? 3 into N3 क्या था? 2 into, मतलब P minus 1, right? Number of fork, N4 is 4 minus 1, 3. For N3 it is 3 minus 1, means P minus 1 into 4 is the difference, D. So you get a general formula, NP is equal to N1 plus P minus 1 into D. When you are solving it for board, you have to prove that formula. You have to derive this formula. But when you are doing it for competitive exams, you can directly use this formula. Okay? So, from this formula, N8 will be equal to N1 plus 8 minus 1 into 4. The difference is 4. Now it says that N8 is 2N1. So here you can write 2N1 is equal to N1 plus 8 minus 1, 7 into 4, 28. 2N1 minus N1. N1 is equal to 28 hertz. You got the frequency of the first fork. Similarly, frequency of the eighth fork will be 2 into 28, that is equal to 56 hertz. And frequencies of the sixth fork from this formula will be N1, that is 28, plus 6 minus 1 into 4, that is 28 plus 6 minus 1, 5 fours are 20, that is equal to 48 hertz. So this way you'll get all the frequencies. So your answers are N8 is 56 hertz, and no need for other answers, they are in front of you on the board. N6 is 48 hertz, and N1 is obviously 28 hertz. The next question now. A set of 12 tuning forks, means P is equal to 12, is arranged in increasing order of frequencies, same as this one. Each fork produces Y beats per second with the previous one, means B is equal to Y. Okay. The last fork is an octave of the first, means N12 is equal to 2 times N1. The fifth fork has frequency 90 hertz, N5 is equal to 90 hertz. Find Y. Pause the video, solve it. Your answer will be Y equal to 6, right? So we shall stop over here, and rest of the questions, rest of the numericals, we'll solve tomorrow, and then we'll go to the next theory article. So have a nice time, good day, bye bye.